The laws of the universe are the laws with which your self functions, laws with which life happens. Go on seeking it. Understand? You will never get an answer, but you are not supposed to stop seeking. Because the reward for your seeking is experience, not answer. If something is told to your very being, it is experience. If an experience is limited to your logic, it is answer. All my experiences were gift to me as a response to my seeking. I am not here just to make you guys as good human. No! I am here to make you guys as superhuman. It is a possibility. The human possibilities does not stop with human values. Understand, seek about everything. You have a right. You have a right to question the whole cosmos.
Thank you all for coming together to create a powerful peace vibration as a contribution towards global peace. In Satsang, on the 6th of April 2013, Swamiji had said, "Feel responsible for everything you see around." Today, we are specially gathered to contribute with the peace vibrations towards the recent terrorist attack in Kenya, where 147 lives were lost. 108 lamps for the liberation of the souls passed away have been lit.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः इति स्वस्ति मंत्रार्था सत्या सफला भवन्तो इति भवन्तो महान्तो न गृह्णन्तो तथास्तु।
Seeking is actually, as Swamiji was sharing with us in the morning satsang, that it is actually the process which is taking you towards the truth, ultimate reality, the enlightenment that Shiva wants, that Shivoham happening in you. So without connecting with the master, seeking is there, but it is like beating around the bush, and with master it is a completely directed path, and that's where the whole difference is. And seeking is nothing but knowing the very purpose of human life.
Now, that question of why this is happening to me, and going inside, asking that question, very few people look at it that way. It's like they're living so ignorantly without that knowledge. Like she said, everything is there in the YouTube, you can get it. But how many people know it's available? How many people know there is this beautiful knowledge which is available to them to lift themselves out from that? What is it that we need to do for that large, it's a large percentage of population which don't even know about it. So this is where actually we need to really put our, see, we've been very, very blessed to be exposed to this 24 hours. We are in it, actually swimming in it all the time. But what about that, really that large percentage of people where now, like we're looking at, of enriching, calling them for the Varanasi IA, or calling them for inner awakening. There's something which needs to be done even at the base level when a child comes into the world. is growing in ignorance because the parents are ignorant.
I have a question. Can you explain what do you mean by worshipping the ignorance?
What I feel is worshipping ignorance is like you know you have ignorance, but even after that, not having any problem with it, so what of ignorance? Having a don't care attitude towards that ignorance is what I feel is worshipping ignorance.
Just adding to what Mitra told, what I understand is that when like you worshipping ignorance is like you thinking, you encouraging the ignorance in you, and you thinking that only you being ignorant is your life, and ignorant gives you being ignorant really like you really enjoy being ignorant, and you keep on encouraging the space of ignorance in you, and you like always deciding based on ignorance, so always deciding against life, you encouraging ignorance more and more is what I understand is worshipping your ignorance.
What I feel is when you start seeking, you start, like for the example we did before, like you feel lots of incompletion as a part of you. So when you start seeking, you start removing layer by layer by layer all the incompletions. So the master will have an easier path to give us a space of Shivoham, and it will be much easier for him and easier for us also.
Only when you're in the space of seeking, Master can even lead you and guide you to your higher purpose. See, it is like you are telling yes to the Master. Unless you tell yes to Swamiji, Swamiji will avoid interfering. Swamiji also tells in one of the satsangs beautifully. See, when he tries to remove the tumor in you, you feel the tumor has become so much part of you that you feel you are the tumor. And when Swamiji is working on you, you feel he is trying to do something wrong to you. But when you're in the space of seeking, tumor is avoiding to be you and you are separate from it. So you're allowing Swamiji to heal the tumor and remove it from your body. So I feel seeking is needed for the Master to work with us and expand our consciousness.
Experience the depths of your being. Awaken the Shiva in you. Let Shivoham be your reality. There is so much of spiritual depth to Varanasi. Varanasi is Shiva. That is Shivoham. Varanasi itself represents Shivoham. Everywhere the extraordinary powers of your consciousness is a reality in every street corner of Varanasi. Come to Varanasi to revive your seeking. Tasting Varanasi with the Shivoham experience will just revive your seeking. Reclaim your seeking. Make yourself alive again. The Shivoham, the very experience of Shivoham will make yourself so alive and seeking. Varanasi will give you the taste of Shiva and depth of your seeking. If you have become the worshipper of ignorance, you need Varanasi IA to get out of it. If you feel stuck, you need Varanasi to start flowing again.